disappointing 1-1 draw, a late equalizer by Atleti kind of spoiled the points for us, but a great dominating performance by Real Madrid. We have Harriet and Chris with us. Sorry, I forgot to name her last moment. It was the live flash did, but how was that Real Madrid performance over the 93 minutes, apart from the goal that we conceded?
Honestly, for me, I loved it. I'm a huge Camavinga fan.
Okay.
So the fact that he got to start, and it was our first game at the Bernabeu was incredible.
No, honestly, I think that we completely dominated the match. They really got lucky at the end there with a bit of a lapse of concentration. But I think they barely saw the ball. And it's a shame we can't take the 3 points home. But with Girona again here next weekend, I'm sure we can wrap up the league there.
That's the most important game. I think it's supposed to be my last question of the interview to the people I'm asking today. But is the game against Girona the title decided? You know, you win that, it's like one hand on the trophy.
We have, I think, a 2-point lead now.
Yeah, 2-point lead.
With that, it becomes 5. It's still slim. It becomes a finger on the trophy.
Finger on the trophy.
More than a hand.
And you hope that Girona drop points.
Yes, but I think mentally it's more of a important game.
Yeah.
If we win that, we set Girona back, and we give a massive boost for us here to win La Liga.
Definitely, man. And La Liga is one of the trophies we want to win this season, and the Champions League.
I think so. That's the easy one.
That's we just win it every other year.
Exactly. You know.
Oh yeah, the 14 times nobody has done it. So the very fact that like Vinny was supposed to start, and 5 minutes before we get to know Joselu is starting, 2 minutes before we get to know Brahim Diaz is starting. What was that mindset when you heard Vinny is not in the starting 11?
It was kind of crazy. It was, But at the same time, it was a little bit of mind games for the other team. You know, Vinny's a great player, and so I think the quick switch was something we weren't expecting, but they definitely weren't either. So.
I mean, I think it speaks to Ancelotti's brilliance, because who got the goal?
Brahim.
So he knew something when he changed his mind a couple of times before the game.
Definitely, like the very fact that I think, according to me, he was one of the best players on the pitch. He had, scored the very important goal.
Got
almost
close a couple
at the
times,
second, dribbled past that player and almost went in. How good has he been this season? You know, stepped up. A lot of us thought that he wouldn't be able to replace Asensio, but he came back from Milan, and he has just, taken all the opportunities he's been given this season.
I mean, I think he's been absolutely key in the sense of, with the amount of injuries we faced, with Vinicius on the side for a while, and all the other injuries, he is really just a reliable goal scorer and a reliable threat, someone that no one wants to play against.
Definitely, man. The pace and the elegance on the ball. And speaking about elegance, the guy who's the architect behind Real Madrid's midfield, Toni Kroos, the sniper, the German sniper. How good is he to watch from the stands? Like, he just dictates everything according to him.
It's like dancing. To be honest, when I saw it, it's smooth. It's like water. His elegance is unmatched. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I mean, there's a reason that he's this old, and yet he cannot be replaced in a Real Madrid squad. Man knows what he's doing.
Definitely. Unmatched, can't be replaced. Hope Toni Kroos, you're listening. Sign that contract.
1 more year.
2 more years. Go to Saudi after that. We don't make money. But 2 more years. I have a visa till then, so that's my request. He's my favorite player personally. 2 players I want to talk about. Camavinga, I know you love him.
I do.
And Fede Valverde. Oh my God. Okay, this was not scripted. I am letting you guys know, this was not scripted. How good was that duo, and was that you guys, like you two? A duo. I was kidding. How good is it to see Camavinga play multiple roles and Fede Valverde running like a tank, like he has 3 or 4 lungs, I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, I think Camavinga was on the ball so much this match, and he was always there, always creating opportunities, and that was great to see for me. So, yeah.
No, I mean, these two are the future of Real Madrid with Jude Bellingham. We don't have to worry about the midfield for 10 years to come. But no, it is crazy how well they complement each other. How, as you said, Fede Valverde is the lungs of this team. Jude Bellingham, the brains, and Camavinga, everything else.
It's the bones,
Exactly.
It's like
he can play goalkeeper, he can play striker, whatever you need. And no, it is beautiful to see these young players starting to really make Real Madrid's midfield their own.
Definitely, and it's lovely to see also how slowly they've become a very integral part of the team, you know.
Yeah.
And the guy who's become the most integral part in 6 months, Jude Bellingham, not scoring, but he's still making the most impact in the game.
Yeah.
What was that like, especially in a derby, you know?
I mean, I think it was great. Atletico really know how to hold him back. I think he had a great 6 months where no one knew this player. He just knew he was great. He was shocking everyone, and people have kind of got to know how he plays now. So he has to work with that and try and find the gaps. But he's still there. He might not be scoring the goals every match, but he's a great addition to the team, finding those opportunities. So couldn't be happier to have had him.
Definitely.
No, absolutely. I mean, I think he really took the goal scoring load with Benzema leaving and also with Vinicius on the sidelines for 2 months. But I think now with Vinny back, he moves far more into the traditional 10 creative role, supporting the front three rather than scoring goals and finishing the play.
Definitely. The very fact that we have said, you know, 1-2 games he hasn't scored, and we are just saying he's just doing everything.
going wrong?
Shows,
Yeah.
just shows the quality and the greatness of the player. Before you go, the one question we ask all the time: who's your man of the match, the MVP? She's gonna say Kamavinga. He's gonna say Fede.
The thing is, I've got to, you know, he started, and yeah, I've got to say Kamavinga. I mean,
I think for me it has to be Fede Valverde. and then runs like nobody's business, and he was running to the last minute. So for me, him.
Definitely, and I'm just letting you guys know their answers also weren't scripted. But thank you guys, thank you so much for talking to us, Harriet and Chris. This time I remember your name. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry.
Okay, you said.
I did that out. But thank you so much for talking to us and being a part of Let's Be Real, the fan camps.
no, it's great.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Made my